Hello and welcome to RimWorld. It is a sci-fi colony simulator. It has recently been released on Steam Early Access, and it's an awesome game. It is really hard. It's a lot of fun as well, and I think it's hard to explain. So I guess I just show you what it is. We're gonna start a new colony here. We can choose our scenario. Either we choose the crash landed, the rich explorer, or the lost tribe. I think I'm going to go with the rather standard crash landed for now. The three of you awake in your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. So, your faction will be a colony. It could be a tribe. I don't know what exactly that means. I haven't played as the Lost Tribe before. But we will start with 3 people. We will have 800 silver, some meals, some medicine, some components, a rifle, a pistol, a knife, a pet, a bunch of steel, and a bunch of wood. And the map is also scattered with 3 ship chunk, 720 steel, and more package survival meal. So there's still stuff to haul around up here. We're going to play as we choose the AI storyteller. The AI storyteller creates events like pirate raids, resource drops, or animal attacks. The choices will affect the story of your colony. So there are 3. Cassandra Classic. She creates story events on a steadily increasing curve of challenge and tension. So she just makes it harder and harder over time. And I'm not sure if she stops at any point becoming harder, so she's pretty much out there to destroy you over time. Phoebe Chilix, she is, gives you lots of time between disasters to relax and build your colony, but beware, if she's set at a high challenge scale, she'll hit as hard as anyone. So if you want to, free play or base builder, then she's your choice, because she's giving you a lot of time between these events. And then we have Randy Random. Randy doesn't follow rules. He'll generate random events, and he doesn't care if they make a story of triumph or utter hopelessness. It's all drama to him. So his events are just random. He doesn't follow rules, as it says here. He's no guidelines, and it's not gonna be harder or easier over time. It's just always random. I think we're gonna go with Cassandra Classic though. We're going to play on a rough. It's a rough planet, threats can be quite dangerous, and there are no bonuses to colonize smooth or crop yields. It is like a medium challenge. A challenge is the way RimWorld is meant to play, but I'm not that good at it. I'm also going to choose the permadeath mode. In permadeath mode, you get 1 save file, and you can only save when quitting the game. You cannot reload the game to fix mistakes, and when the colony dies, that's it. This is the way RimWorld was meant to be played, with every dramatic turn, whether tragic or hopeful, played out to full impact. Yeah, I'm gonna choose that because, I'm gonna be honest, I've save scummed a lot already in this game. When someone dies, I'm loading and trying a raid again and stuff like that, and I feel bad for it, and I'm gonna choose the permadeath mode. We are going to play on the medium-sized map and not on the standard size, but I'm going to use the 300 times 225. And we're going to just randomize our seed a little bit here. Let's valley, that sounds good. Generate the world. It's always randomized. And that's another great thing. These seeds, they are somewhat randomized, but you can give them to players, and if you give this seed into your game, you will have the same world as I have right now. And you can choose your map, where you land. And every single tile is a different map. It's gonna be different wherever you land. I'm going to select a random side, but if it's in the Arctic, I'm not gonna play there. So we're gonna press random like 3 times. And I'm gonna look away. 1, 2, 3. We have ice. That's exactly what I meant. Not in the Arctic. That's just not happening. So let's press it 3 times again. Biome arid shrubland. Growing period is year-round. The terrain is flat. Where exactly are we? Oh, down here. Okay, so arid shrubland. I have no idea what that means. But we can grow year-round. I'm worried that there's not going to be a lot of fertile land, but it's the site we are going to select. Here we come to the 3 colonists we have. Okay, first of all, you're pretty good. You're pretty good. You're not that. I would like you to have no health issues, to be honest. But let's just start with Adrian here. I'm going to. I'm not gonna take Adrian. You're good at mining and growing. You're not too old. Excuse me. You are sanguine. I have no idea what that means. Decker is just naturally upbeat about the situation. Pretty much all the time, no matter what it is. Okay, so permanent mood effect plus 12. That's pretty good. And he's a fast walker. He's going to be one of our colonists. Robin Decker. He's a space fanboy. Decker dreamed of space travel. He built his own pretend spaceship from an old police box and went to see the great unknown. And then he went to be a castaway in his adulthood. Decker was a passenger on a routine interstellar transit. When his ship was destroyed, he lived as a castaway on an uninhabited planet for several years. So this is not his... this is not the first time this happened to him. He has seen a lot of stuff in his 20 years. Wow. He's okay. Then we have Isla Taxonomist. He's a castaway. Well, you're too old and you have a gunshot. Well, what do we have here? We have a grower and a miner. He can also do construction and some cooking. I would like to have a doctor who's also good at social. You're a cook. No, yeah. I don't want them to be incapable of dumb labor and hauling. Or violent, for that matter. I need a... He's good at social, but he's good at mining? No, I need a doctor in social. You're good at researching, mining. You're pretty much good in everything. You're incapable of cleaning and plant work. You're not that old. You're a fast worker and have chemical interest. And he has an unusual interest in chemical sources of enjoyment. He will consume more of them and is more likely to go on binges. So he's going to drink a lot of beer if we have that. So he's an amateur engineer as a child. Growing planking. And he grew up in a family with a military and engineering background. He wanted to join the army, but his father didn't like the idea, so his interest turned to great flying machines and works of engineering. He secretly hoped that this would one day lead him to a life of galactic exploration. And then he became an aerospace engineer, and he was an engineer responsible for the production of aircraft and spaceships. He focused on improving production lines and was known for his mastery of technical and research issues. So he can't cut plants or grow, for that matter, and he's incapable of cleaning. But he's really good at researching, he's good at constructing and mining. Yeah, you're gonna be taken. Probably. I still need a good doctor. And also someone who's good at social. You're good at social, but you're too old. I also need a cook. You're exactly what I would want. You have asthma, though. And you're incapable of hauling, so no. You're incapable of dumb labor and scary, but you're pretty awesome. I can't take you, though. I don't have a cook. I mean, he is good at cooking, but I don't have a... You know what, he can cook if necessary. But I also need someone who's... No, you're growing. You're growing and mining. You're... What are you doing? You're researching and mining as well, and constructing. So I need a social and a doctor. I definitely need a doctor though. Like that's the most important thing. You're pretty good at social and doctoring. You're not too old. You are incapable of hauling and mining, bloodlust and psychically dull. Kimmy gets a rush from hurting people and never minds the sight of blood or death. She's twice as likely to start a social fight. And psychically dull. Kimmy's mind is psychically out of tune with others. She isn't affected by psychic phenomena. We're gonna take her. She's not awesome, but she's better than the other units what else we could get. So we have Andy, Decker, and Kimmy. She's even a doctor. She's a medical student, born into a long line of doctors. Kimmy was tutored in all fields of medicine, from herbal ointments to modern synthetic drugs. She also picked up a healthy disdain for lower class work. Space Navy Doctor. Kimmy served several tours as a doctor on one of the few warships defending her homeworld. She learned combat skills while fighting occasionally pirates boarding parties, and became an expert at treating gruesome combat wounds. Okay, let's start. Let's go. We've wasted 10 minutes already. I'm gonna make these episodes around 30 minutes long. The three of you awake in your cryptic sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. So let's look around. This is okay. Decent. I'm scared of these two structures immediately because they tend to have evil creatures in them. Okay, so we do have a lot of fertile, well, not a lot, but we do have fertile land, which is good. We are going to build our colony right here. So where are we going to land? Oh, up here, that's good. Okay, so we're going to start with a structure out of wood. And that's going to be our stockpile. I want that right. It's going to be quite huge, to be honest. I'm thinking, do I really want that? I mean, I could build my farm down here, build my buildings up here. Okay, so let's go and build our stockpile on this wall. And it's not going to be smallish for the beginning. I kind of want to expand it even further. Because I'm building for the future here. And this is going to be my fridge at some point. And it needs to be quite big, to be honest. At least in my experience. So we're gonna get the door there. I don't want to waste too much fertile land with buildings. But we're going to build an area over here, a small building immediately. And this is going to be our workshop area. I know, I should probably worry about building some dorm areas, which I'm going to do right now. I want to build them over here. So let's get 3 spaces in between. And they're going to be 6 by 6. Actually, no, 5 by 5. So they're gonna be 5 long and 5 wide. Yeah, but let's make them 7 by 7 because I think they like it more if they're a little bit more spacious. As 5 by 5 is what I've done before, but let's go 7 by 7. It will take a little bit longer to build these, but they are gonna be happier hopefully. Good, okay. Oh, why do I want to be 5 by 5 or 7 by 7? Because I want the door in the middle. That is the whole reason why I'm not going with 6 by 6. Let's quickly build a wooden bed here as well. And look at our people. Okay, so first of all we need to haul the steel and the weapons. I think Andy was a really good shot. But Kimmy is not bad either. But Kimmy is not she doesn't have a passion for it. So she's going to get our pistol, Andy is going to get our gun, and Decker, you suck, you're just going to get the knife for self-defense. What is that? Shelly. Shelly, what are you? Oh, you're a cat? Yeah, I think you're a cat. I thought you were a Molotov cocktail for a second. Oh, yep, you're definitely a cat. With the exit in front of your face, you did look a lot like a Molotov cocktail. Okay, we're gonna hold everything here. And we're going to say zone stockpile. This is going to be the stockpile zone. It's not going to store... It's going to store corpses, but no human corpses. And also... No human corpses. And no chunks. The rest is good for now. We're going to get another stockpile. Okay, these people are immediately going to just start working on our areas. And I'm going to give them the orders to chop some more wood, because we will need it to build all of these buildings. Okay, so it's an... I haven't looked at the temperature of this place, but I'm assuming that it's going to be really hot. It's the 6th of winter at the moment. And it's 16 Celsius outside. So yeah, it's going to be hot in the summer. And pretty much any time of the day, year. We have a bunch of animals lurking around, which is nice. A lot of boomalopes. These creatures explode when you kill them. That's why they're called boomalope. I don't like that too much. Some ibex. Oh, there are survival survival meals over here. That's good. Let's try to grab that. We're not going with manual priorities just yet here. Right now they're just doing pretty much everything they're good at. Okay, let's speed it up. Hopefully these people are building. Construct. Everyone needs to construct at the moment. Maybe, Kimmy, you shouldn't construct. You're not as good as the other one. You're actually really bad. So you're just going to waste resources on that. You're just plant cutting. That's good. Yes, just give us a steady supply of wood. My people are not gonna be mad if they sleep on the ground for one day, but I should start building these beds ASAP. I also need a dining room. I don't know. First of all, let's haul this wood, because they're gonna be building far better if they don't have to wait on Kimmy for more quickly. It is a good idea to build tables inside of the colonists' rooms, but the problem I have with that is that other colonists will use that table, even when the colonist is sleeping inside that room. So they're just, disturbing their sleep, and I don't like that. So I like to have a designated room for dining, even though they're a little bit sadder because they don't have a table in their room. It's gonna make their room a little bit more dull. We're going to build a table. No, let's not build a table immediately. Let's worry about these walls first. Okay, they are already roofing this building. That's good. Let's hope they are finishing these buildings before they go to bed. That would be nice. I think we ran out of wood already. Yeah, okay, so they are going to sleep outside. What are you doing? You're stargazing. But at least they're going to sleep in a bed. That's gonna help them a lot. Okay, let's start. While they sleep, we are going to start setting up some growing zones. Let's hold this here. And I'm going to get 8 by 8 growing zones. 3 of those. For now. Because I'm going to say power, wind turbine, and then we're going to build wind turbines on at these fields. So it's like this bush to that tree. zone area in this bush to that tree. And that is the back area that the turbine needs. And I'm gonna get 2 of those areas. Like that. Okay, so now we... let's actually expand these areas. No, delete this one and expand this one here. Okay, so this is going to be our growing zone. We're going to get potatoes here. Let's get cotton. How is our growing? I think Decker is our grower, isn't he? Yes. He's our only grower. No, Kimmy can grow if need is be. But you're not as good as growing. Like, you have only 6 at the moment. So we're not going to get a heal root, which is medicine. And we're not gonna get any hops so far. We're going to get potatoes, corn, rice. And for now, let's get some cotton. And this one, I don't actually want anything on this one. Actually, let's get corn on this one. And this one is not going to get anything because I want hops. Yes, I know. I mean, you can sow whenever you have the ability to do that. He's going to get better in growing and hopefully be able to grow some hops. I also need another grow zone for heal root, but he's not good enough to get that just yet. I'm also playing on speed 3 most of the time. The only time I'm playing on, well, speed 1 because the game forces you to, but also I enjoy it more, is when there is combat to be done. Or something really important I have to attend. But usually I just play on 3. Okay, so we have a stockpile area. Let's get another area. And we're going to... How big is this? This is going to be our battery storage area. Yeah, okay. Good. And because I don't want this to just burn down, I'm going to build it out of steel walls. Even though it's more expensive, it is going to be worth it in the long run. And this is going to be our storage area for batteries for now. I'm going to expand that later and also build stone walls everywhere, but right now we have to accept steel and wood as our Lord and Savior. Okay, so that area is done as well. Now we need some production. We need a butcher table and a stove. I want an electric stove immediately. But to get that, I need electricity. So, we're going to go to power, and we're going to build 2 wind turbines. And as you can see, the fields are fitting perfectly. Actually, they're not. They need to be expanded north. 2 tiles, I believe. And that was just 1. Yeah, they need to be expanded north or up 2 tiles. It's not a problem. Actually, it is somewhat of a problem because there is some arid sand land, or sand, and I can't grow on that. It's gonna look a little bit ugly, but it's what we have to deal with, I guess. I don't think I can get anything here. I can't make it dirt, I believe. Can I remove this? No. Can I smooth this? Also no. And I can't make it into dirt. So we have to accept that. Go into power. I'm gonna build some power conduits here. A lot of power conduits actually. One of them is going to go over here to the battery area. One is going... Oh, no, not right there. And one is going to go down here. And over here. But I also want to connect it on the other side. In case one of these cables break, I want to have a second access to this grid. Let's order some hunting. Let's get some food already going. There's more steel to be hauled, that's good. This alpaca can be hunted, a squirrel that can be hunted as well. And I think it's going to be time to go for manual priorities. For example, yeah, Kimmy is hunting, but you know, this guy should hunt. Wait. Kimmy is a better shot? No. She's better at melee, that's why she's more hunter. Please do not shoot each other, that's kind of bad. But yeah, they're already hunting, storing the food in here. We're going to say steel butcher table. Add a bill, butcher creature, do forever. Make some kibble and do until you have, let's say, like, let's get 100 kibble. I think they produce like 50 or so per production. Okay, let's go manual priority. Everyone needs to be firefighting at all times. Everyone needs to be patient and everyone needs to bed rest. You need to be a doctor when you're not doing anything else, and also a warden. Hunting when you have nothing else to do. You have a burning passion for crafting, but you're not as good at it. But you know what? If you have nothing else to do, do it. Same goes for you. You're going to mine, build and repair. Are you going to be our animal handler? Yes. You're not going to be our warden. And you know, everyone is flicking a switch if there is nothing else to do. As well as a doctor. Just in case Kimmy gets shot or something. You know, you can be a warden if you have nothing else to do. No, not even then. You certainly must cook first. Both of you must do that. Actually, no, let's have Decker, the castaway cook. He's also going to clean, if he has nothing else to do, and mining and growing. Oh, he's our grower and miner, I forgot. So, if you don't have anything to mine or grow, you're going to clean. Yes, clean and haul and cook. Okay, that's good for now. What was that? What was that? Kimmy has nothing to do. How is that? You should hunt. You can clean, but you can't haul. That's a problem. Well, you should do these things if you have nothing else to do. So please go grow. Like, that's pretty important. And with the electricity, we need a couple of batteries for now. I don't think that it matters which side they're looking. Gonna get 3 of those. Okay, not sure what's up with the power conduit. At least they're sleeping inside. Let's look at their needs. 8 without a table. Rebuffed by Kimmy. I attempted to create a romance, but I got the cold shoulder. Feels bad, man. Well, spacious interior. This is really comfortable open indoor space. That's why I've built these rooms so large. Because that's gonna give them a mood boost. Which is very important. I oftentimes have my colonists just break. Because they don't like me, apparently. I need to cut some more plants, because I think we are missing wood already. So let's just say, cut all these trees. And I want another structure. And this one is going to be made out of wood. It's going to be our hospital. I also need some areas to store my prisoners, if we ever have some. Which is very likely, to be honest. I don't think my hospital actually needs to be that large. Like, I think that's already good to go. Actually, let's make it 1 wider. Just for... well, because it's a little bit wider then. I don't know. I don't always have a reason to do these things. And I want 8 beds in here, because I I want around 8 colonists at max. I'm not gonna... It's very hard to feed that many people, to be honest. And then I want more. Also, we would need 8 of these rooms. I'm gonna build my my prisoner tract over here. Or maybe down here. I like to build around here. You have killed this doe, but you're not hauling it now. We have some... Oh, it's ibex actually, it's not a doe. Let's hunt this ostrich, and this ostrich. And this rat. We really need some better weapons. Okay, so Decker is growing at the moment. Andy is just chilling, he's cloud watching, he's now hauling some steel. And Kimmy is hunting rats. We have visitors. A group from Minoka of Lear are visiting the colony. They seem to have a few items to trade. Braga and White. Oh, there's some spacecraft we can deconstruct. That's very good, it's going to give us components and steel. And while looking around, I see we have a lot of steel and components around, which is pretty good. My last colony didn't have that. They did not have the Luxus of that much steel. Couldn't build anything at the end because I just didn't have any steel. But I think that's gonna do it for the first episode. I thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, then consider leaving a like and a comment down below. And we will see us in the next episode. Until then, take care. Bye.